we're going to move ahead. Source-based information. Government is open to have a debate on electoral reforms, SIR, details being considered. Let's go across to our senior executive editor, Abhishek Kapoor, joining us. Abhishek, this is coming in after the big demand for debate on the SIR. We saw the opposition walk out yesterday on the first day, but big news coming in, centered, ready for debate on SIR according to sources.
Well, yes, so the point is that while the opposition will continue to do what it is doing, the government sources tell us that they have not said no to anything that was discussed during the Business Advisory Committee meeting last evening, and that the government is deliberating the modalities. Remember, there are certain constitutional provisions which need to be taken into account to the fact that Election Commission is a constitutional body under Article 324 of the Constitution. So whether, for example, like in the case of Supreme Court, can you discuss functioning of the Supreme Court in the Parliament, even as Parliament is the sovereign? So also in the case of the Election Commission, the government is not saying no. There is some legal deliberation going on as to what final shape a debate on the special intensive revision exercise can take, what choice of words to go into it. That's what we are hearing from government sources. But essentially, indication is, Shivangi, that the government is going to make an outreach and really meet the opposition more than halfway in terms of accommodating the demand, provided the opposition also, eschews the path of ruckus, pandemonium, etc., and lets the House function and let both the houses function and let them be in order. There is a possibility of a Vande Mataram debate, that the story that we broke last evening about on completion of 150 years of the national song. And similarly, so in the case of the SIR demand of the opposition, if the opposition is so intent on having a debate and discussion in both the houses of parliament, and the fact that Bihar results are evidence that the SIR exercise succeeded, and the fact that the Supreme Court has approved of the special intensive revision with some procedural tweaks. The government says that they have nothing to hide, that this is a constitutional body doing its own functions under its own mandate. And so whether the parliament can discuss it, that bit of legal guidance and legal consultation is going on. Once it's clear, the government would come back to the opposition. In the meanwhile, the government sources tell us that they request rather that the opposition also allows the houses to function and the parliament to be in order, so that other legislative agenda can be carried on smoothly.
That is right, Abhishek, and it's very important that we are breaking this for our viewers, because we remember Prime Minister Modi's address yesterday, where he made it very clear that he expects delivery, not drama. And we have seen that the opposition create ruckus in multiple parliament sessions on the issue of SIR. Yes, Abhishek.
Well, yes, Shivangi. So obviously, what the Prime Minister said was based on the experience of the past few sessions, where we have seen the political events outside of Parliament really guiding the conduct of the opposition inside. And that's what he meant when he said that the dejection of the Bihar results and the state of mind that the opposition is in is getting carried into the Parliament House. Like it has happened so many times earlier, it would rather be that the opposition allows, and remember, when it comes to Parliament, the members represent their constituencies. And when House gets adjourned, or both the houses get adjourned in the manner that we saw yesterday, and you look at washout, then those representatives, and it's not just the government, all the members of Parliament who have to say something about their constituents and their constituencies, that right of theirs, and through them the right of the people of the constituencies to make themselves heard, gets compromised. So the disruption that we are seeing helps nobody, and definitely does not help the citizens of the country, and they're closely watching the highest deliberating body of Indian democracy. And so it's important that while the government, as I said, sources tell us is willing to meet the opposition more than halfway and look at the possibility of a discussion in the House, or both the houses rather, on the SIR issue also, the legal modalities of which are being consulted upon. In the meanwhile, the request is that maybe the opposition can stop this disruption and let the houses be in order.
All right. Thank you, Abhishek, for getting us all those details. I will be coming back as the Parliament winter session will be continuing. This is the day 2. And viewers, move ahead right now. We're getting some breaking news coming in. Indigo plane makes an emergency landing in Mumbai. And this is a